And today I'll give some essential information about what is article and what is preposition. This is really significant issues. And also after this day, I don't like to talk more about the part of speech, and just I'll go to active voice, maybe, or passive voice. The next upcoming issues is that, and also I'll share more information about this in the new class. And also in the February, we have the speaking class. This is really important and really good news for my students. I plan to start new speaking class with two teachers. One is Abu, one is Kazi from Bangladesh, and one is me. Me, Abu, and Kazi. We plan to teach this speaking class. Especially, we will select a special issue, and then we will talk about this issue every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, instead of the vocabulary class, we will talking about the speaking class, and we will share our ideas, opinions about the speaking class. In the speaking class, this is really important. For example, maybe we select issues before. For example, what is the purpose of life? We will talk about this on the next Tuesday. You go and search for this, get some information about this issue, then come to class and share information with teachers and with students. This is really important. This is really important, and I'll give opportunities for my students to talk more and share their ideas and opinions. You can also get more information about the topic, and then you can share on your screen, and then you can talk more about the topic. You should just my plan and my purpose is that how we can talk fluently and how we can talk competently. And this is my plan. This is my purpose. And another purpose, I believe that many of my students tell me, and many of my students told me, teacher, we have 1,000 words in the mind, but we can't use. Like I think you asked last Wednesday from Dr. Rosemary. You are Alwan. We have a lot of words in the mind, but we can't use in the essay. My purpose is just that I'm focusing on that point, how we can talk more and how we can out the words from the brain. This is my point. This is my purpose. If we talk more, we can use more words, new vocabulary. We studied more words in the upcoming month in February. We will use these words. I promise you. And just in 1 month, we will have more. I plan per 2 months, but I'll follow your changes in your practices. Zabila?
Yes, absolutely. That's a good idea. I mean, I would love to join those classes. Absolutely, whenever it is, yes, I love to join.
Very good. Thank you from me. I really appreciate your hard working. I promise with you, you will have a good English skills in next time. I proud you. Yeah. And also, Mahmoud Barak, just can you tell something about the class? Mahmoud Barak, can you talk? I think he has some internet problems. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. And today we are talking about article and prepositions. Before talking about preposition, I would like to give some information about article. Article is really important and really significant points in the speaking, in the writing. A lot of students commit many mistakes between the difference of the definite article and indefinite article. And today I would like to give some information about this. I would like to give some usage of the article, especially about the difference between indefinite article, a and an. This is really important. I bring some usage. The first one, I brought some usage. The first one, a is used before a word beginning with consonant sound. Consonant sound, non-consonant word. Many of my students, they think we use article, indefinite article after consonant word. No. Just consonant sound. sound, not word. Just think about this. Many students commit a mistake. We should use this is the is used the beginning with the consonant sound, not the consonant word. For example, like a boy, a man, a young man, you can use in many places. The second usage is used before the word begins. Harun, do you would like to say something? Harun?
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Just mute your device, please.
Yes.
Thank you from you. Razu Purdebani Basku, just I would like to say something about Pashto because all my students today, just without Abu, we are Pashtuns. The first usage was that we should use the sound, the beginning with the consonant sound. For example, b is a consonant sound, we should use m is a consonant sound, we should use and y is also a consonant sound, and we should use and also the second one, is used before the word beginning with h, y, and u. H, y, and u. For example, I brought some examples. For example, like house, house, a house. Yeah, this is the H sound, and it's also a consonant sound, and also like a historical place, a historical museum, a historical, for example, a historical tool. Just again H sound, and this is a vowel letter, but we should use we use a sound. Maybe you're confused about this. I told you instead of consonant sound, U is not a vowel. U is not a vowel. The sound of U is not a vowel. Daga U till the vowel nari delta. Delta the vowel jack no key. Delta university will key. Amagar college de vowel keys, the jack certain keys. It's got this a university college U. دیگه مطلب نداره که یو راغلی که یو ژغ راغلی یو یعنی یو مکمل आवाज کوئی کسی چش کروی به کروی university united. You can't use ununited, yeah, just you say united, united, and also a useful thing gotta be you مکمل sound کله چې یو خپل مکمل sound ورکړي تاسو به کروي. A union. This is another one. A union. Dear Shagadam, Paolo Klasuki, a percentage ki da is the many my students they learn about this, and they told me when we start by consonant we use a, when we start by vowel we use an. No. When we use or beginning the words by consonant sound we use a. When we beginning by vowel sounds, we use an. This is the difference. You should know about this. This is not a vowel. This is a U sound. Yeah, this is a U sound. This maybe like consonant. Yeah, and also like a yard. Yeah. The third one, it is used before a word beginning with W sound. For example, can the W but I come sound already, but W sound sara come do. Oh, like pluralities په دې خاطر د sound is the o پر کوم کې کله چې بل دا story راځي چې د w پر کوم sound ولري تاسو په کاروي. For example, a one-legged, and also a $1, دلته د o sound چې د w پر کوم sound ورکړنه په دې خاطر کاروي. Just like that way چې د o راغلی دی نو دا خو اول دی نو باید موږ ان کاټو. No, you can't use an in this place because this is the sound of W. Number four is talking and say this an is used before a word beginning with a vowel sound. Yeah, Harun. If you have any questions, you can write on the chat. Number four, an is used before a word beginning with a vowel sound. For example, like an hour. I told you when we face to H, we should use a. But in this place, the H sound is silent. An hour. Don't say an hour. Yeah, an hour. For example, like this, you can remove this like this. An hour. An hour. An hour. Yes. The H sound is silent. Hour will give an hour. 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. You can't say 5 hours, 3 hours. The H sound is a silent sound. You should say an hour. An hour. The H nesta O chida khala vowel sound di. So na bade khater when encourage an honor. Bia H silent the honor. Honor no will give. A lot of my students say I am a honor person. No. You can't say this. You just say I am an owner. Oh, owner. You can't say honor. Owner. Yeah, owner. I am an owner person. My teacher is an owner person. And here, an heir. Yeah, you can say an heir. An heir. Yeah, and also you can say an honest man. An honest man. You can't say. You don't say unhonest. Unhonest. You don't say. You can't say unhonest. Just say unhonest man. This is the number 4. And we go the usage of indefinite article. Indefinite article, talking about the usage, in which places we can use this, and in which places we can't use this. So we are talking about this today. The indefinite article a or an is used in the sense of one of, for example, I meet a friend. The purpose of this sentence, I meet a friend. One is this sentence, and maybe you face another like this. Maybe you face like this. I meet friend. What's the difference between these two sentences? Who can tell me? Harun, Zabi. Who can tell me? What's the difference between these two sentences?
It's like when you want to, when you're saying I met a friend, that I met a friend, it means you're talking about one person, a particular person. But when you say I met friend, that honestly, like it doesn't make sense properly, because I met friend, you're not talking about which friend, because friends could be a lot of friends, you know.
Very good, very good. Another example.
You could say, I met a school friend, I met a particular friend, but when you are saying I met friend, that doesn't make sense.
What do you think about this example? I meet an apple and I meet apple. What do you think about this?
This one is both are correct, because like both make sense, because I eat apple could also make sense, because you're just, you know, I'm eating an apple, but both can make sense because I eat apple. Like that could be, but when you are in the process of eating it, that wouldn't make sense. I eat apple. I'm eating an apple. Like that would be a proper one way to say it.
From you, just we use the article and I'm just certainty, and just the for example, I eat an apple and also I meet my friend. I meet a friend. I meet a friend. I meet a friend. This means in these sentences we certainly meet someone. Yeah, friend. We have 1,000 friends. Maybe we have more friends. But I met. Yeah, just keep in mind this point. The article, indefinite article this is used just for certainty. Yeah, you can I meet a friend. They will get some did. Yani the day you can talk to such man in chance did. أغمل قال لي يسوع كم قال لي سنة كم دي أغبيا أفاس بس دي أغتا بس عزو بس مثال ده مطلب ده دي بقول I eat an apple ما يوسف خرالي دي معلوم نادي شرد شندي خدنا من خرالي دي I eat apple ده بیا سنس نه جوړي یعنی complete sentence word sentence چې مکمل سنس جوړي یعنی د کینیتوب معلوم دي چې څه خورلې دي سیسه مدلان جمله هم معنا لري complete معنا نه کوي سیسه همداسې I read a book یعنی certainty څه د کتاب ته تللی دي سیسه دا indefinite article د لپاره کاریږي په پښتو کې ولته د لپاره کاریږي چې مثال مشته داخل یو وایي دا یو کار یو شی یا مثال یو سیب می خورلې دي یو کتاب می ویلې دي یو کار می ویلې دي د یو چا سره می دي د یو شی می رانیولې دي you can talk to just talking about the certainty of a thing of a person of a place. And number 2, the usage of number 2 is used to represent a whole class in a sense of all or any. Example, a student should be present. A student should be present. It's talking about the whole class. For example, when I enter to your class, I tell you, a student should come on time. A student should come on time. This refers to the whole class. This is refers to the whole class. For example, we have 10 student members right now, and I say that a student should come on time. شاګرد باید په وخت راشي. ټول کلاس ته اشاره کوي. دلته article دا ځکه چې a student دا مطلب لري. It refers to the whole class. ټول کلاس ته اشاره کوي. And also the third one is used to convert the proper nouns into a common noun. دا یو مهم usage دی. This is very important usage. For example, the proper ism, common ism ته څنګه اړي she is a malala. For example, a person or a girl acts like for example like Malala and other girls. In other historical, for example, I say he is like a Gandhi, he is like Ahmed Shah. I am an example like this. We say directly, she is a Ahmed Shah. Yeah, I'm sorry. She is a Malala. This means this refers to Malali, Ana. This is the proper noun, but now it's changed to common noun. She is a Malala. This is refers to the historical woman Malala. And also she is the Mother Teresa. She is the Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was a social worker. She was a social worker. They are social کې ډېر کار کوي چې مایي ټولنه کې ډېر کار کوي. نو دا بلې شته چې دا شي د موږ ریفرنس کوو دا هم ډېر کار کوي د Mother Teresa. نو په دې خاطر موږ دا هغه سره ریفرنس کوو د Mother Teresa چې شکو د proper څخه common. Lastly, in certain expressions, I'm sorry about this, in certain expressions, in the sense of every, for example, 1,000 a month, 1,000 a month, it means, for example, 2,000 a month. For example, every month we should give 2,000. For example, like this, I would like to put one example more. For example, 10 per day. Yeah, 10 per day. $10 per day. Yeah, $10 per day. You can also use $10. I'm sorry, this is a dollar. $10 a day. You can also like this, $10 a day. This means every day you should give me $10. And also 5 rupees a kilo. 5 rupees a kilo. For example, every kilo you should give 5 rupees. Every kilo you should give 5 rupees. A kilo. Yeah. A kilo means 1 kilo, you 5 rupees. 2 kilos, 10 rupees. Every kilo you have to pay 5. This is another. And number 6, it's used in the explanatory sense. In sentences, for example, what a nice baby. A nice baby. What a shame. Oh, what a beautiful shot. Oh, what a gorgeous. What a nice. You can use in many places like this. You can use also in explanatory senses or explanatory sentences. This is also you can use in this. And also in which places we can't use. This is another new issue. In which places we can't use and an. And also you can't use indefinite articles and plural nouns. For example, you can't say a dogs. Yeah, you can say kids, you can say girls. You can't use in plural nouns. This is a really good find. And also, for example, I think it's so easy. For example, I have a kid. I have a kid. If you change this to plural noun, I have kids. You can't use I have a kids. This is not good. The second one, with uncountable nouns. With uncountable nouns, it means you can't use with uncountable nouns. For example, like advice, information, news, baggage, and also imaginary education. Yeah, you can't use with this. For example, you can't say an advice. Yeah, you can say an information, a news. You can't say a news. Yeah, and also the third one with material nouns. You can't say with material nouns. Material nouns is those nouns that made from other things, from natural things. For example, stone, wind, rice, wheat. You can't use indefinite articles with this. You can get more information in the internet about these issues. If you can't find, just inform me. I'll put some information with you. And number four, with abstract nouns, you can't use with abstract nouns. What is abstract nouns? Abstract nouns is those nouns that doesn't have physical existence and we can't touch them. For example, like happiness. Happiness doesn't have physical existence, and also we can't touch happiness. Beauty, beauty is the inside of the human, and beauty is the outside of the human. We can't touch the beauty of someone, and we can't. It doesn't have physical existence. Fear, love, yeah, this is also another finds. It doesn't have physical existence, and we can't add indefinite articles with them. For example, we can't say an or a happiness, beauty or unbeauty, fair or unfair, love or unlove. You can't use. We can't use. This is really important point. And also another one, we can't use with the names of meals. Yeah, with the names of meal, we can't use. For example, like dinner, supper, lunch, and breakfast. You can't use with these points. For example, you can't say on a dinner. You can't use with this, and also. I would like to give some more information about the definite article. The is also definite articles, and it's used in many places and many uses. Especially, you can use with unique things, unique places, and unique persons. You can use the, for example, the sun. Sun is a unique. We don't have another sun in universe. This is the point. Yeah, we don't have another sun. That's the reason why we use the, and also the sea. For example, the sea, you can use the, this is a unique sea. Yeah, for example, the sky, you can, yeah, unique things. Yeah, maybe we don't have a lot of them in the natures. And also moon is another point that we can use definite article the, and also particular person and thing that mentioned for second time. This is very important point. When we talking about something and we need to mention it for second time, we have to use the. For example, I bring one example here for you. The man you met yesterday is my uncle. The man you met. Which man? The man. Yeah, for example, this the is refers to one who you saw last day. And for example, if I say I bought a car. Yes, I bought a car. The car was red. Yeah, the car was. I bought a car. My motor and the haga motor. The isharat chishtaki. Then actually definite article. Definite column malum tha. And shit. Alto مش معلوم so I bought a car my motor anyway مثال attach matter شغل یا motor ما anyway the car the هغه motor رنگ سر کم این اشارات چیزی refers على شيء the second time the part of word mentioned it. No, the car was red motor چیزی so that's policy. In many places you can use in reference to the if you mention something for a second time, you have to use the. And also persons or things understood from the context. هغه څه لپاره استعمالیږي کوم چې د context څخه موږ پوهیږو. For example, I spoke my doctor. I'm sorry, I committed a mistake here. Just I'll put I spoke to the doctor. دلته د حدث څخه مطلب دا دی چې context څخه باید پوه شئ چې دا کوم ډاکټر دی، د خپل شخصي ډاکټر دی. Personal doctor. هر ډاکټر دی خارج سیستم دی، هر اونۍ ځینې کسان زی خپل ډاکټر لري. نو هغه به څنګه وایي I spoke to the doctor یا I met to the doctor. د ډاکټر کله هغه تاسو باید پوه شئ چې هر ډاکټر شي چې د خپل ډاکټر دی. اوکې داسې ویلي وه I spoke to a doctor. د پر ځای a doctor راوړی وو، یعنې دی یې زده کړی وو راوړی وو. داسې مطلب دا دی. And the most certainty معلومه شو د ډاکټر سره دی we don't know more which doctor. Yeah, example 1,000 doctors, especially which doctor? The doctor. This refers to a person. That is personal doctor, yeah. And also I sat on the garden. That means the garden refers to which garden? Yes, his garden. Yeah, for example, I'm sorry, my garden. I have a special garden on my home. My garden. Yeah, garden. This is my favorite garden, my personal garden. How I can say I sit in the garden. And the garden means my garden. If I say like this, if I remove this point and add just that refers to all gardens. We don't know which garden. I sit in a garden. That means maybe I go to the for example, for a picnic and go and sit in a garden. If I say I sit the garden, that means I sit in my garden. This is the usage of the. In the number 4, singular nouns representing whole class. The rose is a lovely flower. The rose is a lovely flower. Yeah, if you say one rose, if you say 1,000 rose in many rose is the type of flower. Yeah, it's a type of flower. Rose that the gulani or dawal, because that's why the rose, the tola rose gulani koramidi shara. The rose is a lovely flower. And the rose yosik is how we see that the koramidi chista iminanaka and here shab bilarinki koramida. The rose, the people, the student. Another one, the scientists should love mankind. Scientist, wasn't a scientist, the whole group station, the scientist. Come scientist, total scientist. In number 5, names of rivers, gulfs, sea, groves of islands, in mountains, in rains, and oceans. The names of this we should use. For example, like the Persian Gulf. Yeah, the Persian Gulf, this is a gulf, and also the specific ocean. And also you can use in many places. Many names of rivers, gulfs, sea, a group of islands, mountains, mountain range, and also for oceans. The name of oceans, you have to use the definite article, the. And also number 6, well-known books. You have to use with well-known books. For example, well-known books mean how I can say famous books and popular books. For example, like Holy Quran. Yeah, you can't say Holy Quran. You have to use the definite article, the Holy Quran, so the Bible, so you can use many other holy books and many other well-known books and more famous books. You have to use with this because they are unique. For example, Holy Quran is also a unique book. We don't have other books like the Holy Quran, and also Bible is another unique book. We can't find like the Bible, the type, like we can't find many other books like Bible. This is a unique book. We have to use the, and also we have more thousands unique books in the world. And every religion has special unique books. And number 7, proper nouns use the common noun. Proper nouns use the common noun. For example, one time we have a song, the Faris Nungarharis is the Faris of Afghanistan. Go Faris Rahu Chishkuwe Misal Kuwe the Khul Hiwada. That's the proper isms Faris, proper ism di Mugadilta Chishku common Raru, and you bull Joro that I can Faris Kuyo Faris di Mugadilta Murbul Misal de la Farku. Nungarhar is the Faris of Afghanistan. So you see that when it's not a Faris, Nungarhar Faris, Nungarhar is the Faris. We have to use the, if we put the plus Faris, that means we change the proper noun to common noun. This is not, you can use many, and also you have to use in superlative degree of adjectives. We talked this before in previous day. For example, the tallest man, the tallest flag, the tallest mountains, and the tallest, and you can also the largest, the hugest hole in the world, the hugest mountain in the world, the hugest. For example, you can use the hugest country in the world, the tallest, the hugest, and the largest. The largest you have to use with the superlative degree. We talked about this previous day in previous sessions. And also the biggest, we have to use the definite article there with the superlative degrees, adjectives. And number 9, adjectives to use as a noun. When we want to change an adjective to noun, we have to use the, for example, rich is adjective, for example, rich person. But if we say like a noun, we have to use the rich is a noun. The rich is one who has a lot of money. Khan have a Yodi computer reseller. Until the rich just nouns. If I say the rich person nouns so rich little chiski modify key and that's just adjectives. Because the rich nouns, the poor, the strong man. Yeah, the strong is one. The strong is one who have a lot of power, who has a lot of power. You can use in many places. We have more adjectives, and we can change to adjectives to noun by definite article the. And also we can use number 10 says we can use double comparatives. We can use with double comparatives. For example, the more I read, the more I like. The more I read, the more I like, and also the more I earn, the more I spend. And also you can use with the directions. A lot of people use with this with directions. For example, like the north, the east, the south. Historical buildings. You can also use with historical buildings. For example, the Taj Mahal and also the Reed Fort, and also the number 13 newspapers and magazines. For example, the Times of India, the Indian Express, the New York Times, for example, the Mujallal Naman Saham Taskarwalisi. Enough for today. I would like to go to hospital with my mom's side. Just pray for my mom. I have some works, and today I don't like to give more information about prepositions. Just you have to check with yourself. If you have any questions about prepositions, you can tell and share with me, especially Shamsun Isai, you, Barak, you, and also me. You just check and give some information about this question. What is preposition? What is preposition? This is your homework, and get more information about this, and then you have to share with group on WhatsApp group. And I would like to go with my mom's side and go to a hospital and just pray for me and for my mom. And also in the next day, tomorrow night, we will talking about vocabulary class, and we will talk more here. Have a good and have a nice and happy night for all. If you have any suggestions, you have 2 minutes more. Who can tell? Shamsun Isa, Barak, and Amin would like to say something. Amin would like to say something. Shamsin Sa would like to say something, or I would like to check your message.
Okay, hello. Hello, is there?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes, just want to ask about the article, the article there first here. So what is the function and also the meaning of the when I try to find out to give the example like for superlative adjective, the function and the meaning, the function for the article there, or for example, the times of India, the article there here, the function.
Yeah, this just show us the proper nouns. Yes, this common noun to the proper noun. When we use a proper noun, because the times of India and the Indians expressions in the New York Express and also the New York Times, this just the proper nouns. When we use proper nouns, we have to use the. This is the point. What proper? Yeah, just get something about proper noun. What's proper noun? Proper noun is unique noun. Unique names. Unique names of person, place, and things. That's proper noun. And with proper nouns, we have to use the. The is is modifying a proper noun. Yeah, if we say the plus noun, this means that's the proper noun. Got it? Yeah, just I put here your homework. Go to internet, watch more videos, and get more information about this. What is prepositions and what's the types of preposition, and how you can use and the usage of the preposition. Write full information about this, and after this, share in the group, and I'll check it and then give feedback. This is your homework. This is your homework. Amin, Barak, and Shams Nisa. This is your homework. Get more information about this and then share on the WhatsApp group.